Alright everybody, welcome to your first video for the class of 2000, what are you guys? For your class. My name is Amanda Galley and this is my video on shading inequalities to create enclosed figures. Let's take a look at what we have here. The paper you have has three equations. I'm going to just stay on this one graph though. I want you to go along and shade as I shade and work along this with me, which most of the stuff you already know. We're just going to put it all together in this video. We have our first graph, which is y is less than or equal to 1x plus 6. Can't really see the 6 there, but that's a 6, and I circled that in yellow. So we're going to begin with that because that's our y-intercept. So on the y-axis, we're going to plot 6. And then we're going to use our y-intercept, which is, not our y-intercept, our slope, which is 1. And we're going to move up 1 and over 1, find a second point on our graph. And since this is a linear function, that's all we need, 2 points. Our next thing will be to draw a line, because that's y is less than or equal to. If there's an equal to, it is a solid line like that. Okay? Now, we also look at it is less than equal to. So where do we shade? That's where a lot of students get mixed up. What we want to do is look at your y-intercept, which is 6. And then we look back at our inequality, which is less than. So you look for numbers less than 6. Whereas 6, where are the numbers less than 6? Such as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and negative numbers. They're all below the y-intercept. So what we'll do is shade below the y-intercept. So there, all that is shaded. And it all depends on the y-intercept and depends on the inequality. So there, we've shaded an inequality. But that shaded area goes on infinitely, forever. We want to enclose that and create a shape. So let's get our second graph. Our second graph is y is less than or equal to negative x plus 6. So let's graph that line and then do the inequality. So let's start with 6 again. Points already plotted. What's our slope? Negative 1. So we will go down 1 and over 1. Those are our 2 points. Let's draw a line right through them. And now we need to find the shaded part. Since it is still y is less than or equal to, we look at our y-intercept, which is 6. We look at our inequality, which is less than, and we will shade all the numbers less than 6, such as 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bam, there, in a different shade of gray, we have the inequality of less than or equal to negative x plus 6. Now we start to see that those two lines are kind of divides it up into 4 areas. One of the areas is considered what we call the answer area. That's where the lines intersect, the shaded areas intersect. So below, if that was a map with north, south, east, and west, the south part where there's a lot of shading, that would be our answer area. Now, let's enclose that with our third graph, which is y is greater than or equal to 2. Since that is a modified linear function with no x, we'll do what we have to do to graph that, which is go to the 2 on the x-axis. I mean the y-axis, sorry. 2 on the y-axis. Let's draw that line. Boom. Which would be parallel to the x-axis. And now we have that. Let's look at our inequality. Y is greater than or equal to 2. So what are numbers greater than equal to 2? 3, 4, 5, and 6, which would be above that intercept and above that line. So let's shade that. Boom. Oh, I did already. Sorry, hold on. Bam. So that's all shaded. Now, looks like a mess. A hot mess. What we're going to look for is the messiest part. The messiest part with all the intersections is right there in the middle of our graph, that triangle there. So what we do now is shade that even darker than everything else. That is now the figure we create. Those inequalities all together enclose that triangle, and that's what we're going to do in this project. Okay? Well, if you need help with that again, go ahead and watch the video or ask me as I walk around class. Alright, thank you very much, and I hope you have a good time with the project. Again, my name is Amanda Galley. I'll see you later. Bye.